Hey everybody. All right, let me get my stuff ready while we're waiting on people. Welcome, welcome guys. All right, so I'm just getting myself situated. Okay. So I am going to welcome guys. So I'm going to try something different on one of these jars. I want to kind of pour it at an angle. It's something that I've never done before, so I figured why not try it, right? Welcome guys. All right. So I'm on regular YouTube tonight. I just figured I would try because I guess the comments were bothering some of the people. So if you're on, at least I don't know, just say hi so I know that the comments are working. Okay, so we're going to do mix to mold today. I am going to pour this really cute little carousel. And I think I'm going to pour it in like a... Hey, Susie. Hey, Christy. Welcome, guys. Okay, I see comments. Yay. So I'm going to pour this in a pastel color. And then I think I'm going to paint it after. So we're going to do the carousel. And I'm going to make this into like a trinket box. These two I'm not doing. Hey, Pauline. Hey, Sonia. I'm not doing these with the covers because I am going to make these into plant pots. So I have the ribbed one here and I have the plain one. So we're going to make these plant pots. This one here, I'm going to tip at an angle. And we're going to pour like one color. I'm going to probably do this first, so this has time to set, and then I can pour the other half. So we're going to do that. I am going to make this one here. It has a little silver tray that goes on the top, and you put a candle in it. So I am going to pour this one, but I am going to... use my little plugs that I made. So all I did was, hey Laura, is I poured resin in the bottom here. And I only did like maybe an inch, just enough. I let it cure and then I popped it out. So what I found is when you put these in here to pour your mix to mold or your resin, this part doesn't get out of shape. So it's really easy to make these. I'm going to have to make a bunch more, like different sizes. So I have this one for this container. And I have a little bit bigger one. Uh-oh. So maybe... I'm going to use this one in here instead, just because I want to keep that cover, the top of this round. So like each one has a little bit of a different size. This is a bit snug, but we're just going to leave it in there. So when I pour this, this isn't going to go out around. So I'm going to leave that one in there. And This one will go in this one. So I've only got 2. So I'm gonna do those in the ones that I know I need the top to be completely round. So we're gonna make those 4 like jars, these 2 bowls that are going to be flower pots, and then I'm gonna do another clock, but I'm gonna do this in blue and white. So yeah, that is the plan. And I am going to use the pigments that I got from Temu. I do have some of my powders out in case I need them. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. And I wanted to let you guys know right now my painting is in first place in that category. So thank you guys, whoever voted, I thank you so much. And you do not need to be on Facebook in order to vote. You can click the link. You just sign in, make a free account, and you can vote. So I did want to mention that to you guys. So this first round runs for 4 days. So what's today? Tuesday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So, and then the next one will start up, and whoever wins this first round will move into the second round. So the winner will be announced at the end of March. So, hey, Kimberly. Welcome, guys. So, yeah. All right. So the first one that I want to do is the one I'm going to pour 2 different colors. So I'm going to mix up just like 2 ounces of the mix-to-mold. And I'm just using the regular mix-to-mold. You just mix it with water. I did fill my water. I tried to be prepared. Even though my girlfriend just got back from Florida and stopped over, and I'm like, it's like 6 o'clock, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to get ready for my life. All right, so I'm going to move some of these out of my way so that I'm not getting powder in them for no reason. All right, this is the one we're going to use, and I'm going to move this over here for now. So I will tip you down, and hopefully you guys will be able to see what I'm doing. And all right, I can use a small cup for this one because this is just, I did not bring my bucket down though, so that I did not bring down. I wasn't quite prepared. I thought I was, but you know, it's okay. So let me see, I'm just gonna, all right, we'll put about 3 ounces of the powder. I do need to figure out what color. I mean, I obviously want to use some different colors than I've, all right, why don't we could do like a pink and maybe a purple, kind of like Easter colors. Hey, Cheryl, welcome, welcome, guys. All right, so I'm just gonna get this mixed, and we're gonna poke the top. There we go. All right. I was like, I didn't know what to make tonight, guys, so I know I want to make a few plant pots because I'm going to get some soil and some plants and start these for my craft fair. So I'm like, why don't we do that? And I'm going to pour some water in here just so I don't have to keep pouring from the big jug, because you guys know I make a mess or I over pour. I would probably just do these if I could buy big enough containers. So if I miss any comments, guys, or any super thanks or anything like that, I will go back and read all the comments. So the last time I went live, and I did the whole live on StreamYard, and my video uploaded within an hour. So I'm doing it on YouTube tonight to see if it does the same thing. Maybe it just, I don't know, took me a few, you know, times going live before it synced in. I don't know. All right, so now I need to find something to prop this up with. Maybe, let me see, would this work? All right, so that might work. Because it's only gotta sit long enough to like, you know, get hard enough to, all right, maybe we'll use this instead. All right. So we're gonna mix this one, and this one's just called Pink. Oh. Now it looks orange in the container here, but, and I am not a pink person, so, but I'm thinking like Easter colors, you know, the pastels. So that is a really pretty pink though. Okay. So we're gonna get this poured in. And like I said, I wanna pour it on an angle. Now I have never done this, so I don't even know how this is gonna work. Okay. We're gonna leave it like that. It has a little bit in the front, which I wanted. And let's just kind of carefully slide that out of the way. Because I'm not making a cover on that one, because like I said, it's gonna be a plant pot. All right, so I do have a little bit left. Oh, what am I gonna make? All right, let's make a turtle. All right. Hey, Tammy, welcome. And I did remember my my soda tonight. All right, so we are gonna move that cup out of the way. I'm thinking doing this in maybe a light green. So we have a green here. I'm just seeing if we have another green in here. You know, like sometimes they put 2 or 3 colors and, oh, we have fluorescent. I don't think I want fluorescent. No. No, that would be, I think, a bit much. I'm thinking, I'm thinking like 6 ounces, 8 ounces for that. And I do have a rogue piece of glitter because the last time I brushed it with the glitter. So this time I just want to put a color, and I do have a few little pieces of glitter, but that's okay. All right, so let me fill a cup. So I'm just gonna do it this way. It's just so much easier. Hey Jess, hey Sue, hey Kathy. Yes, I am making some plant pots for an upcoming craft fair that I'm going to. So I figured if I buy some plants, stick them in some water, get them rooted, and then put them in these, you know, I'll have like actual plants that I can sell in the plant pot. And I don't know, just see if it makes a difference. You know, sometimes people look at these jars and they're like, well, I don't even know what they're for. And if it's really busy, you can't get to like every person to be able to explain to them. So I figured having a plant in them would help. All right, so I've got 8 ounces and hopefully we have enough. So this one here isn't going to be a plant pot, I don't believe. This is going to be a trinket box because it's the little carousel, and it is so cute. I've made one other in the mix-to-mold, and it came out beautiful. So I'm going to make another one, and then I'll probably end up making some in resin as well. But I really like the look of the mix-to-mold one. So I'm making this batter a little bit thinner just because this has so many little like intricate details in the cover and in the base. So I'm making it a little bit oh, well, that didn't squirt right. And I want to try to keep this like a pastel green. Yeah, I think that'll be, you know, I don't want it to like overtake, but I do want it to have a hint of a color. So I'm just gonna try to scrape that off. And hope and pray that we have enough. All right, so that hasn't set yet. Let me so I'm gonna pour like half. I'm gonna squish it around. Welcome, guys. Because I don't want any bubbles. Last time, I think I only had like 1 or 2 little bubbles. So I'm really hoping to not have any in this bunch. And before I fill it too much, I do want to go around that edge. This stuff debubbles really, really good. If you take the time, you know, to tap it, you shouldn't get any bubbles. And I'm definitely going to have to make up some more. Let me try to slide this out of the way. That's like the worst part of these, is like trying to move them out of your way so that you can keep on working. Let me see. It is. It's like a light mint green. The weather's not bad tonight in Maine. I'm actually surprised. It's, I think, still in the 30s. And we're supposed to get, Thursday, they're saying we could get into the 50s. I'm so excited. All right, so I used the green that was in there. So it's already got a hue of green. So I'm gonna add 1 drop at a time to see if we can kind of get it close. It might be a hue darker, but it's the cover, so hopefully it will still look okay. And I do want to make sure that I get the little, you hate autocorrect? Let me see. Somebody had, come on, there we go. Stormy and windy here in Tennessee. Moved here from Maine in 1990. Oh, really? It's about 60 there? Yeah, oh, I am so looking forward to some really nice, you know, 60s and 70s at this point I would take. Are you kidding me, guys? I'm gonna have to make up more. I've got to take a day and just like measure all of my molds. So I have a clue, because right now I am clueless. All right, so I'm just gonna put a little, and that's probably too much, but that's okay. So I try to keep adding when I still have a little bit of color in here, because to me, I find it easier to kind of color match at that point. One drop. And this one's a little thick. I mean, a little thin. I'm going to have to add a little scoop. Yes. I want it thin, but not that thin. And that was almost like water thin. So I still have not gone to the hardware store to get my my spray sealer. Oh my God. Well, I am not making a smidge more. It could use just a little bit more, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna bang around. Let's see. I'm just gonna try to wipe this out. I have to go to the dollar store too and get another like big plastic mixing bowl. So when I'm making bigger batches of this stuff, I have it to, you know, make a big bunch. All right, so I'm gonna put the green to the side. I'm gonna mix up, what am I gonna do next? Let's do this one here. We've got the resin plug in the bottom. And this one, let's see. Purplish red. The only thing with the reds is they pull pink. Let's do a violet one. And I think what I'm gonna do is just pour a smidge of the white over that green, just so we fill it up, so it does have a little bit of a lip. I might put a dash of green into some white. All right. So I've still got my one at an angle over here, waiting for that to set up. Yeah, hopefully. All right. This one's 5 ounces. So I'm just going to put 8 ounces. I had to quit tumblers years ago because of resin reaction. Yeah. When I started doing tumblers, because that's what I had started with, you know, I didn't realize that that is what was going on, because it was only my arms that would break out. You use mainly UV resin? I'm almost thinking it's the UV resin that's causing more of a reaction, because after I did the jewelry video, I had a little bit of a breakout. But then again, there's times I do regular resin and I break out. So I don't know, guys. I can't figure it out. And then my daughter said, well, oh, I never gave that a thought either, the E6000. I was going to say, oh, my daughter said maybe this is drying my hands out. Well, and that's kind of what I was thinking, is maybe it's the brand. So, because my husband said that to me the other day, and he says, just, you know, like, only use one brand, like, 1 week and see what happens, you know, with your hands. And then the next week, do a different brand and see. So I'm just trying to get this one little spot healed, so that I can kind of do that little bit of a test. So yeah, I'm gonna start doing that and see if, you know, if it is like a certain brand, because if it is, then I could just use that one brand very sparingly, you know. All right, and I got a hair in there that I can see. So I just mixed up a little bit more of that green. Yeah, that was a perfect amount. It's nice and domed now. So there, I've got that one filled. So let's do, what were we gonna do? The violet on this one here. So this one is a candle, like a wax burner on the top. 1, 2, 3, a whole bunch. Yep, 1, 2, 3, a whole bunch. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that. I actually like that swirl in there. So I'm gonna mix this, and then I'm gonna put a little bit more, and we're gonna swirl it so it will be pink and dark pink. Oh, really? Yeah, so, because it definitely could be, you know, knowing my luck, it'll be like one of my two favorites. And oh, that is gonna be gorgeous. Can you guys see that? Do want to mix a little bit more. All right, so let's, and the only thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tap this, like I'm gonna bang it before I completely fill it. Oh, I guess I'm gonna tap it because I can't pick it up. I don't want any bubbles, but I also don't want to tap it to the point where I mix all that beautiful marble. Oh, that is absolutely gorgeous. You know what? I'm gonna do a blue and white one, but I really like this color, and I'm thinking that would make a gorgeous clock. So I'm gonna add more powder to this, and I'm not even gonna measure. I'm just gonna kind of eyeball and see where we go. I really like that. So again, we'll blend this all in, and then I will do a swirl. And now I gotta figure out, I think I'm gonna do that green with that pink on that very first one. Once that sets up, I'm thinking I'm gonna do that. Just scraping the bottom. Okay, so we have a very light lilac. So I'm gonna put two drops. I'm gonna stir that in, and then we'll swirl the, just to get it a little bit deeper purple. All right, so we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4 drops in a little bit. And I'm gonna swirl that, but not completely blend it, but get it so that it's blended, if that makes any sense. Just like that. All right, I'm gonna move this over here so that I can pour it without having to worry about moving it too far. Oh, this is gonna be pretty. All right. Definitely going to have to mix up some more. Not quite enough. So usually I do, you know, like darker colors. So today I figured I would try keeping more of a pastel look, at least to most of them. The other clock I'm going to do in white, and I'm just going to swirl dark blue through it. I'm not even going to, I want that to be like a dark blue. Although we might be able to do it the same way we did these, but in the blue. All right, so we gotta tint this a little bit, get it mixed in. Yes, another clock. The clock is so pretty. It's just that one wasn't like my color. It was a pretty color, but not really my color. So, you know, and if the back is a little bit different, that's okay. It's still gonna match. So this one's a little bit lighter color, but it's gonna swirl and hopefully mix in. And let's top off the rest of it in our little turtle over here. So I did pretty good on that second mix. It filled the turtle. All right, so let me just wipe this out. And all right, I just wanted to make sure that the purple was just a stain in the plastic and not like leftover color. God, you know what? When I get done doing these, paint for her crafts. Really? Kind of like what, a texture? Like to add texture to her things? All right, this one. The last time I did this one, I did it in a blue, and this is the angel jar, guys. These can break. You have to be very careful with them. It's just like a piece of ceramic. But they're so, so pretty. All right, so this one takes 8 ounces, plus 1, I think, for the lid. So like 9 ounces. Let me grab another cup because I dirtied that one. That's a really good idea, Sonia. It adds texture to it. That is a good idea. All right. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to use one of these, if I can find a clean one. I ended up mixing my dirty ones in with my clean cups, guys. Really? All right, this is a clean one. Goodness gracious. Because then I can mix it right in that cup. So we're going to do, so it takes like 9 or 10. So I'll do 12. And then I'll be able to tell when I add the water where we're at. Because when I just added it in that container, I don't really know how much I'm putting in there. So this one here, oh, what did I do? Oh, I must have dropped something on here. Oh. Well, leave it to me. I think I'm going to use a pale yellow for this one because it's angels. So I think that would be a pretty... oh, that's okay, Mary. Welcome. Oh, there we go. Why is it the yellow I always get all over me, and then I have yellow dye on my hands for like 3 days? People think I've been, I don't know, picking my nose or something. Jeez, all right. Now, this is what I was afraid of. It made a divot right here where I rested it. Crap. Oh, well. So this one is hard enough that I'll pour this one. So this one will probably end up in my house because it has a divot right here. See it? Oh, all right. Let's get some more water and we'll get this yellow one mixed up. And then I dropped something on my carousel top here. I don't know what I did, but obviously I did something there. Let me move this before I spill it. Yeah, so now I'm contemplating what color I should add with the pink on the other half. All right, just got to get that powder in the bottom. There we go. You put rubber bands on it? Yeah. All right, so let me see where we're at ounce-wise. So we are only at 8 ounces. So I'm going to mix in a little bit more. So if you guys have any suggestions for the next live, what I should do, I was thinking of maybe doing some bloom coasters, because we have to wait for the resin to get to a certain temperature and all that. So I'm like, well, maybe. All right, so we're about 9 ounces. It is a little thick. I'm gonna thin it down just a little bit more because this mold is got intricate pieces to it. All right, let's put 2 drops of yellow and see what we... Yes, I am going to put drainage holes in the bottom of these. I just use my Dremel and a drill and drill the holes. All right, we're going to add 2 more drops. So that's 4 drops. Oh yeah, that's a nice pastel yellow. Plus I figured with Easter coming up, you know, these colors would be perfect for Easter as well. You know, if somebody wanted an Easter gift or whatever. All right, I'm gonna stop there. And I can't get up in there because I have that little plug in there. So I'm just gonna really, and I had to squeeze that plug into this one because I don't have one for this one. So let's hope and pray we get no bubbles. All right, so before I fill it too much, I wanna really give it a good tap all the way around. Okay. And, okay, we'll fill that. And let's pour this cover. And I'm going to do the very bottom because there are words that go around this lip. Yes, I'm hoping they will put some Easter plants in there. So I'm hoping I get no bubbles in these words. The last time I had a couple little ones, nothing major, but I really... And I can already see there's going to be a bubble right there. These lids are notorious for bubbles. Let me get my stick here. So I'm gonna take my time to make sure there's no hidden bubbles in this. And you can fix it, but I would rather not have to fix it. All right. So I have a little bit left. So on this pink one, should we do pink and yellow or pink and purple? Because it is a very light pink. Or the green. How about if we maybe do a pastel blue? Inside stays good, but the outside is wonky. Yeah, that's why I like those little plug things, because they definitely help keep the pieces nice in shape. All right, I'm gonna slide this over. All right, so we're gonna do, I'm gonna slide this over here. All right, so let me, since I've already got yellow in this bucket, we're gonna go with yellow. And then I wanna do the clock, and then I will start, I'll start demolding here. I'm thinking that could be enough. Since we've already got the yellow, we might as well. All right, and that's, I'll put one more drop. Oh, and I put the wrong cover. I put the purple cover on the yellow bottle. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh well, that should be enough. I'll have to rinse them out and clean them up. All right. And hopefully we have enough. So there is some pink on here, which I don't want. So I kind of peeled it off, and hopefully it will just blend in. You'd like to see things with pictures in them? Yeah, I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna get ready and do a video. I've just got to get my, I got to make sure that I have plenty of ink in my printer. And I have a bubble right there that I can see. There we go. Get out of there. Okay. A little bit much. Ah. Yeah, no, I done made a mess. All right. Slide that over there. And I'm gonna move this over here. And I'm just gonna put my dirty cups inside of each other, and then I'll clean them after. Okay. Yeah, because I want to do like some dog memorial type and cats. Oh, mix2mold with pictures. Yeah, that might. What I think I would do if I was going to do that is I would make like a silicone, either a circle or a square that I could like put on the bottom of the mold. Yes, I do have one of my new bracelets on. I made this one yesterday with the last of my bracelets. I would make like a silicone thing, pour the mix2mold, and then peel that out and then be able to put the picture in it. That might be something. All right, so this one is, no, that one's a dirty one. All right, I guess we're gonna use this one. So I know I want a blue and white clock. Let me grab my other clock mold. And of course, you know, I didn't clean this one, but luckily it's the outside that's got stuff on it and not the inside, other than a few little pieces of resin. All right, I wanted blue and white. I think I'm gonna stick to that. I was gonna do the swirl like the purple, but I think I'm gonna just try the blue and the white. I'm just debating if I, let me see here. That's a good idea with the silicone, yeah. Because other than that, I have a feeling that the mix-to-mold would just cover the image. All right, so we're gonna mix up. I just don't know if I should make a blue and a white and then swirl them, or just swirl the blue in the white. I think I'm just gonna swirl the blue in the white. And I'm gonna use, oh, I still got a cup in here, guys. No wonder it's pouring messy. Ah. All right, so let me see. So that's 8 ounces. And by the time I get done doing these, guys, I am like, I've got powder all over my jeans. I'm a mess. All right, so I am already on my last bucket of mix-to-mold, so we won't be doing too many more mix-to-mold projects here until I get some more. And I ain't got no coupons. So on the, like the plain-sided jars, you can also hand paint a scene on there. And I know somebody had asked me a while ago about that, so I might give that a try. So now we're at 12. All right, I'm just gonna fill it because I know it's gonna shrink down with some water. All right, close this. And so I'm just gonna mix this in white, and then we will put the blue swirls through it. So hopefully the blue stays dark. That's kind of what I'm going after, is like a dark blue and white swirl. All right, Just make sure I got no lumps. So I can leave this one a little bit thicker because there's not a lot of intricate detail in it. Let's see, that is fluorescent royal blue, vivid blue, let's see, that's black. This one's navy, so we'll swirl it with navy and see what we get. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 drops. Let's see what we get with that for a swirl. All right, it's not quite as dark as I really wanted. Let's try that. Yeah, that is. All right, let's see what we get. And then maybe next time what I'll do is I'll mix half blue, half white and pour it that way. But I think all right. I might as well add some more and make another container since I have extra and I don't know what I'm going to do with it. All right, that should be good. And need more water. All right. And then this is going to be the last one. All right. And then we'll be able to see the difference between like a light blue with a dark blue swirl to see if it gives us a better look. So this is a nice, pretty, almost like a robin's egg blue. And that's a fluorescent blue. What's this one? Navy is probably darker than the regular blue. And 1, 2, 3, 4 and a few drips. Oh, I got some powder right there. There we go. All right. So it's a little bit deeper blue. But it's not like that, oh, I don't know, like that baby blue that I had done before with that other stuff. That was nasty. Yeah, that was not a pretty blue at all. Wow, guys, I made just enough. Well, that was a good guess on my part. Okay. Let me just get all my dirty dishes stacked over here, out of my way. Put them on the floor so I can bring them up with me. Clean them out. Because what I do is I let them dry and then I squeeze the container and dump it in the trash. And then I wash the cups out. So let's slide this back over here. In this one, because these were the last two I poured. Just to get these kind of out of the way. I am going to get a wipe and wash my hands before I demold anything, because that color will transfer on those light pastel colors for sure. So, yeah, it stays like this, but I wish I had a sink down here. I keep trying to convince my husband, but he keeps telling me no. All right, so. And then the other thing too I got to look at on my hands is my hands started breaking out when I switched wipes. I've been using the Pampers brand. So that could also be it too. But I guess I'm going to have to process of elimination one thing at a time. All right, let me just try to wipe some of this mess. And I have a clean wipe here. Hopefully, these are ready to come out. All right, so let's do our little turtle guy here first. Yeah, my kids were too. I never used the Pampers brand wipes, and I'm starting to think that could be more of the culprit than anything. But I'm going to use them up because I had bought a whole big thing of them. So this is our, oh, he's cute, a little pink and purple bottom turtle. So I will turn him into probably a fridge magnet, and I will spray seal him and then turn him into a fridge magnet because I think he's really, really cute, and he'll be nice and shiny with the spray seal, the 2 times. Okay, so let's, this was one of the first ones that we did. This one is, okay. I don't know what I dropped in there. You like that pink turtle? Yeah, he's really cute. All right, so let's see here what we can, we can get him unmolded. We got one little bubble. One little bubble right there. Not too bad though. All right, and that seems like that's the only bubble. Now we had a little bit of pink from before, but look at the detail in that. That is beautiful. All right, let's see if we can get the base out. These jars I think will sell because they're really, really cute. So I probably won't finish any of these off tonight, guys. Just trying to keep the live down, and I don't have any spray seal. So I'm going easy because it's been just a little over an hour. So I really don't want to break anything. So, oh, I love this color, guys. Come on. All right, let me fix my mold. I can definitely see a bunch more of these in my future. But look at that, guys. I don't think we got any bubbles. So I'm looking here on the side as I'm going around. Oh, we got one in the very tips of the ears, but it's so minute that you don't even notice it. And it's in every one of the ears, and we did get one little one down here, but other than that, it's perfect. And the cover fits. This is beautiful. I love this green. This is really, really pretty, guys. All right, so wait, let me put a paper towel here. So I can make like a spot out of the way so I can put my pieces that are done over there so I don't drop something on them or break something on them. All right. So I think we did this one next, I think, right, guys? So I'm just going to pop that little plug out. But look how nice and round that stayed. Oh, and I can see my little rims, not rims, the little, like the little silver plate that goes on the top. They're right over here on my shelf. So this one, it's a little tricky to unmold because this part is open. So this is just mold. So you can't like just roll it down. You have to get like one side off first. So this one can be a little, a little tricky. And when you have butterfingers like me, okay. There we go. Just gotta break that suction, and then once you do, you're golden. But this one's a little bit tricky to demold for sure. But look at that. And the camera's really not even showing the color as much. So, let me get my... So I have two size plates. So that one fits, and these are the ones that go into like my propagation ones. So the smaller ones go in this one. So you would put your candle in here. You could either put essential oils or a wax melt. and you have your beautiful little candle holder thing. But that is beautiful. No bubbles. Oh, I take it back. We have a little bubble there and a little bubble there. But they're so little, I can live with those. Okay, so trying to keep my hands clean, especially when I get to the yellow. Because, and this one's got some color from my previous pour. So there is definitely going to be a little bit of color on here, but we'll see how bad it is. And this one is not too bad if you can get it, you know, started rolling down. The last one, I only had a few little bubbles in here, which weren't really noticeable. In the same areas, I've got bubbles again. I can see it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a resin plug for this mold, so that way I can really squeeze around the sides and then slide it on top of the plug. Uh-oh. Because remember, I wedged this plug in there. Okay, there we go. So I had wedged this one in because it was made for a different jar, but I wanted the jar to stay round, so I used that plug. But that came out really good. And where the bubbles form are like right here on the knee and on the like elbows, like this one here, it's on the elbow. And those are the same places that it did it before. But I mean, for being handmade, I think that I think it's perfect. All right, let's see. I missed a question here. Nice. That you can use real candles. Yes. And that's what I like, is you can use the real candles instead of having to always use battery light, you know, battery tea lights, which, don't get me wrong, I use a lot of those, but there are certain times, you know, if you want to use a smelly tea light or to get a scent. Perfect cover, guys. Oh, we got two little bubbles and the O and the F. But look at that. I mean, I'm going to call that near perfection because that is really, really good. Now, and look at that cover, fits perfect. I think they'll definitely sell too. And I think a lot of the reasons that sometimes the resin doesn't sell is because it is lightweight and people consider it almost like a plastic. So I'm hoping that by adding in, you know, the mix-to-mold is gonna make a difference. But look how good that cover sits on there perfectly. So all you gotta do is take whatever mold that goes out around, pour resin in this part, even though it's got the little thingy ding, about 1 inch. Let it cure, pop them out, and then when you make your mold, you pop those in there and it will keep that round. So I'm going to be making a whole bunch of these for my jars because that is my biggest complaint with making jars, is they go out around, right? So, all right, let's slide this back. Slide this. Okay. So let's see how our purple marbled clock comes out. Let me grab a clock face. So these clocks sold good in resin at my shows. So I'm curious to see how these are gonna sell. Because these, when they're sprayed with the 2 times clear, they just glow. They're beautiful. And I only did that red and black one, and everybody's like, oh, well, I don't really like pink, you know, for a clock, but I said, yeah, neither do I. Oh, that is stunning. Now, when that is sprayed with the 2 times clear and there's no bubbles, guys, that marble is going to look like an actual marble. Look at like the top. Even on the sides, like this one has a little bit more, but that is beautiful, you know. And then when you put the clock face in, that is going to be pretty. You know, like in a bedroom, if you had like, you know, your decor had lavender or even a yellow, it would go with. So that is really pretty. Oh, let me get another paper towel. I don't want to put that on the wet powder. I mean, on the dry powder, because I don't want it to pick up any debris on the back. And I'm going to lay it down because we all know if I don't, what's going to happen, it's going to go boom on the floor. I'm just saying. I've done that before. I've gone out, spray sealed something. I know, I do want to try a black and white one, Sonia, because my house is black, white, and gray. And I think that would just be stunning. I'm really liking this marble, guys. So that Temu water-based pigment is awesome. Oh, look at that one. That is gorgeous. And again, no, oh, we got a little tiny bubble there. But no bubbles anywhere else. And put that clock face in. That is beautiful. Now, I was hoping for a little bit darker blue, but I can live with this blue. I really can. That is really, really pretty. Okay, so, all right. Boy, we're cruising today. We've got almost all successes. That one is stunning. I've got, and when it's gonna darken when I seal it. So maybe what I'll do is when I go get the sealer, I'll just do another video of them, of me sealing them. You know, like finishing them off. It wouldn't be a short, but it would be a shorter video, I guess. I do have a video on here showing how I seal them. Oh, guys, I'm loving this one. Oh, I am loving this one. Look it. See, that's the dark blue that I wanted to come out in the clock. Oh, that is beautiful. So once it's sealed, that blue will darken up some. Look at that. No bubbles. And that's the inside. So the bottoms pretty much stay the same, but I mean, I'm going to put a plant in here, so it doesn't really matter. It's the outside. It almost looks, you know, like that Indian pattern. This is the vibe this is giving me, like Indian reservation, those blankets that they make. That's kind of the vibe that it's giving me. Or like a geode rock. Hey, Jeannie, welcome. You know what? This would be a beautiful candle jar. So this one might not make it to the plants. Yes, Aztec. Thank you, Laura. This definitely would make a beautiful, like a 3-wick candle. So yeah, decisions. All right, so now to my wonky one, my one and only oopsie. And I had a feeling when I laid it in there, but that was the only thing I had at the time to like rest it on. Oof. It shot me in the face. So I just, because I didn't know by doing it this way if it's going to do anything to the integrity of the piece, like where they're together. So that's what I wasn't 100% sure of. That's why I wanted to make one. So I will probably put something in this for me to try it. But, I mean, overall, let me fix this. Overall, we have nice seams. I would need a little sanding right here. But, I mean, it really blended good. A little bit of sanding on that rib right there and right here. And then we have a divot here and a divot here. But I'm trying to think. I might be able to, like, I don't know, put a flower right here. Do I have any pre-made flowers hanging around to see how it would look? I mean, that color doesn't go, but nah, because you could see the gap. You can see the gap behind it now. So I'm just going to make this a little, like a little plant pot for in my bathroom. My upstairs bathroom is green, so this will kind of go with it. And then the inside looks really good. I mean, we got no bubbles, so that's a good thing. So, yeah. All right, let me put you back up here for a minute so I can say hi to everybody. But, yeah, these came out so good, guys. I am loving these colors. And these are the ones that I got on Temu. They weren't that expensive. And let me show you the box. This is what they look like. And they're just water-based pigment for cement and plaster. And there was 30 colors. And I'm really liking them. The only drawback is when I'm trying to make a bunch of powder, because I don't know how much something's going to take. And I know if I make up too much colored powder that I can save it. But when you're adding the liquid pigment in, you don't have that luxury. But I had to add more yellow And there is maybe a slight difference, but you really wouldn't even notice it. So on the cover, so this is the angel jar. So I think with this one, I'm probably going to turn this one into a candle jar, and I'm going to put sage scent in it. So angels, the clarity, you know. So I think I'll turn this one into a candle jar. And then we have our two beautiful clocks. So that was the purple marbled. And this is the blue. Now I'm putting the clock face in, and I'm not even putting the time where it needs to go. I'm just doing it to show. And then, oh, I didn't show you the backs of the clocks. So pretty much where I drizzled is where that color stayed. And that's the back of the purple one. So if you wanted, when you poured it, you could make like a pattern on the back and it would stay. That's the way I'm looking at it right now, and then this is either the plant pot or the candle, whichever. And then we have this one. So this was my first time doing this. I will be doing this again, but I'm going to really like figure out what I need to put this in that it's not going to make the divot. So we will be trying that again. And then we have our oil scent burner, or whatever you want to call it. And the candle just goes in there. So yeah, these are our pieces for today, guys. So, hey, I managed to get you out of here in less than 2 hours today. Did not see that you put it in already. In what? I just spelled it wrong. You didn't see me put it in what? This? Thank you, Jeannie. Thank you so much. So if I had not put the plugs, this would not be round. So by making these, I'm telling you guys, anything that is round, even like I have the big bowl that I have, I am going to make a resin plug, and you only need like a 1/2 inch to 1 inch of resin. Let it harden, and then when you make your bowl, you put this in, you know, like you're pouring from here, and you put that underneath. When you pour it, it keeps that round shape, so it doesn't go out, so your covers will fit. Because the last few jars that I made, I didn't do that, and they were all wonky. I got to go back and read comments. I missed a whole bunch, I guess. Let's see, will it let me scroll through? Thank you, guys. I'll just roll the same page. Oh, that could be. Microphone makes up its own words. Yeah, I know that. And when you're talking into your phone, it makes up your own words too. And I'm like, I didn't send that. So yeah, I wanted to use these again, but like I said, I'm gonna make a lot more because I have a bunch of other jars. The other thing that I'm gonna do, and let me grab one of these so I can show you. All right. So when I made like this one here, it came out really good. The little test tube goes right in and everything. On the mix-to-mold, my tube is crooked. My tube is crooked. So for some reason, this kind of bowed out. This one isn't bad. This one here is mix-to-mold too, and I did the glitter. This one came out fine. This one, not so much. So I've got to figure out a way, like, you know, I sanded it. I've got to sand a little bit more in there. But I've got to figure out a way to put something, I don't know, around it so that it doesn't go out of shape. Because like my daughter has these hanging up and she absolutely loves them. And she has plants in them. And they're perfect. So, and this one is okay. But this one is not. So I think I'm going to, I don't think I have the molds over here for those. No, they're out on my shelf. So I'm gonna have to look at the mold and figure out what I can do to put around it. I might even get like, my husband has pallet wood cut up. Maybe make like a square box that this is gonna fit secure in, and then do something like that. So I am gonna be working on something like that because I think these will sell good too at a craft fair. So yeah, so alrighty guys, I will let you off. It is 9:35 here and I don't want to keep you too long. So I will, I'll either do like a video of just the pictures when those are done, or maybe I'll do a video of me sealing them. I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm even going to paint. I was going to paint this, but I don't know. I just really love it just the way it is. You know, for like a baby's room or whatever. Yeah. Alrighty, guys. I am going to go ahead and jump off here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and for the super chats and the super thanks and all of that. I so appreciate it. And don't forget, the link to my painting contest is in the description. I put it right at the very top. If anybody wants to go in and vote, it's 4 days a week. It's started today and it goes through Friday, and that's the first round. Then the second round will be, I think, next week, and it goes to the end of March. So it's only 4 days a week, and I would really appreciate it. I'm not expecting my painting to win, but I would at least like to maybe make it a couple rounds. So if you want to, that's fine. If not, that's fine as well. Alrighty, guys, I will see you guys on Saturday. Yes, today is double points up until midnight. So it's double points. So I'm in the lead right now in my category. I was last I checked. So hopefully, I don't know. We will see. Alrighty, guys. So I will see you on the next video, but I will see you on Saturday. Thank you, Jeannie, on my next live. So if there's anything specific that you would like to see me make on Saturday, either send me an email, put it in the chat, in the comments, whatever, and I will try to do that. If I have the stuff to do it, I will. Alrighty, guys, have a great night. Thank you. All right, so now that I know how to work this thing, I can end it.